Hey guys, what's going on? Troy at Mountain Man Treasure here, and this channel all about reselling. What's reselling? Well, it's me going to garage sales, to Goodwill, to thrift stores, that sort of thing, finding stuff for low prices, and then posting it online, primarily on eBay, and selling it for a higher price. If that's something that interests you, stick around. So today is Wednesday. That means it is What's Sold Wednesday. We're going to take a look back at the week that was in sales out of my eBay store. Now, we're not going to run every single item through this video. That would take quite a while. It's been a little bit of a slowdown, but we still sold a lot of stuff. So what's our theme this week? Well, our theme this week is stuff that sells fast. Now, fast, of course, relative term, right? But in this case, we're going to look at stuff that I picked up and listed within the last month, and it moved that quickly. So all the stuff in this last week that sold in this last month. Makes sense? It's timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to run through it. We're going to put up the pictures up there. I'll tell you where I got it, what I paid for it, and what I sold it for. It's pretty basic, right? So how about the first thing is this North Face hoodie. Now, North Face seems to have been going down a little bit lately. I'm not sure why, but the prices aren't as high and the stuff's not in as high a demand. It used to move really, really quickly. Now, it's just not. But you can still get a pretty good price for a lot of stuff, and I did get a good price for this hoodie. Now, I only paid probably about $2 or $3 for this. It was in a bundle, so it's hard to say exactly how much, but $2 or $3 for this, and it sold for $25. So still a pretty good turnaround. I held on to that for about a month, so not bad. This I held on to for a matter of days. We ended up taking an offer. I posted it for like $25. These are old anime DVDs. Now, there were 2 sets of 4. The slip cases and the box was shot. It was ripped up. But the VHS tapes themselves were fine, and that's what I put in the listing. I showed the pictures of it. It seems relatively rare, especially to put 2 sets together. So I thought, you know what, that's what we're going to do. We're going to put 2 sets together. And I paid about 50 cents for these at a church sale. They lasted a matter of days. I took an offer of $19 plus shipping. How about a Texaco bank? I posted this on my Instagram feed. If you guys follow me on there, it's just Mountain Man Treasure, all one word. I picked this up for, it's like 25 or 50 cents at a garage sale. It's an old Ertl bank. Ertl, E-R-T-L, is a brand to watch out for. Not all of their stuff, but some of their stuff is pretty collectible. And they did this die-cast bank with Texaco. Not super desirable because it didn't have the bottom stopper on banks. If you pick up old banks, always look for that bottom stopper. A lot of times it's missing. If you've got it, you've got something good, potentially. This was missing it, but I thought, you know what, it still looks cool as maybe a shelf piece. And turns out a museum in Germany bought this. I mean, how cool is that? It's a museum. It looks like Petroliana type stuff. They've got Mobil and Shell and all sorts of old oil and gas stuff in this museum in Nuremberg. So they bought this. This piece is on its way to Germany right now to be, I assume, part of a display, a collection there, which is really cool. How about a giant ice cream cone? Everybody needs a giant ice cream cone, right? I picked this up. A lot of you saw this garage sale video. That lady was super kind. And we picked up this ice cream blow mold and sold it for $29.99. The sticker price was $5 on it. We bundled some stuff. I bet I'm about $3 into it all told, and sold for $29.99 plus shipping. So, you know, I was hoping that went for a little bit more, but that's probably about where it should have gone, between 30 and $35. So not bad. We made a decent profit, and somebody got a really cool item. Should point out, the ice cream cone, about 2 weeks. Listed this Dymo. Now, it's not the big 4x6 printer. It prints the smaller labels. It did not last long at all. It lasted about 2 weeks, if that. And this actually sold to Japan. It was an international sale. They paid $39.99 for me to ship that to Japan, and I got about 65 bucks for the unit itself. We picked this up for, once we figure out the bundle, right about $5. So really solid turnaround, really quick turnaround. When I picked that up, I knew it would move fast. This I also picked up at that church sale, same place I got those VHS tapes. It was $1. It's an Everlast speed bag. It's just got, just like a basketball. It's got the needle hole in it where you pump it up full of air. Workout stuff still moving pretty well. And this particular one was brand new, never been used. So picked it up for $1 and sold it for $30 in a couple of weeks. How about these dough hooks? You guys might have seen this garage sale video as well. I picked this up with a Sunbeam stand mixer. I sold the bowls for like 35 bucks. I've still got the actual beaters. I'm still waiting to sell those, but they've had some watchers. I think those will go as well. I picked the whole thing up for $3, sold those bowls for 35 plus shipping. Now the dough hooks for almost $20. So we're making a lot of money off of that old Sunbeam stand mixer. And this again, couple weeks, and then we're out the door. A little mountain moose figurine. I think it was $16.99 that this thing moved. Why? All in, we're like 25 cents into this guy. I've still got a couple more moose figurines, but this one was one of the better ones. This is the second one to move out of the bunch that I got from this garage sale. Really, really pretty garage sale, right over a creek. It was one of the more pretty settings that I've been in for a garage sale this summer, and we've moved quite a bit of stuff from that sale. So this a good flip from a quarter. Twisted Tea. This hat moved. This was in a free box. I picked up half a dozen hats out of a free box. There were two of these, one without tags, one with tags. This is the one with tags. We've now sold both of them, and it didn't go for much, $8.50 free shipping, so that's not much, right? But a hat costs about $4 to ship, and we got it for free. I like listing the hats because hats are so easy to list and ship, and I think the lower value things, I don't mind listing some of those in the store, especially if you get it for free, right? But if your cost is low, I think those smaller dollar sales help activity in the store. People will come in and spend a little bit of money, triggers the algorithm, maybe, we think. So that's why I have lower dollar items in the store. $8.49 free shipping. We made a couple bucks off of this. This one is pretty funny. This also out of a, well, it wasn't a free box. It was a box that had all this computer stuff in it. I was just kind of flipping through it to see if there were any old programs or computer games in there. The guy says, hey, if you want anything out of that, take it. It's yours. It's free. Well, this Windows XP from 2002, it was still sealed. It was funny because Mountain Mama looked at it when I came home and she said, that's from 2002. Who's going to want that? I said, I promise somebody's going to want this. It's new, sealed. It lasted like a week. And somebody picked it up, $16.99. Free shipping, but it doesn't weigh anything. It was less than 3 ounces. So we made some good money off of another free item. The Happy Apple, this is the second one of these I have now sold. If you find these, pick them up. If they're cheap, they don't sell for a ton of money. I said in the video where I picked it up, it's between 12 and 15 bucks, thereabouts. These are the ones where you jingle them around and they've got the bell inside there. Sounds like it's a little bit underwater. It's kind of a cool sounding bell. These sell pretty quickly. Both times I found them, they sold quick. Picked this up at Goodwill for $1.99. It sold for 12.50 bucks plus shipping. And that apple, it was less than a week. It moved out quick. Another low dollar sale here, but we made a few bucks and it sold in less than a month, this ugly stick hat. I picked it up for $1. I kind of thought it would be worth a little bit more than what it was, turned out, but still a sale. And I paid $1 for it and we made a few bucks, $8.50 free shipping. Again, hats very, very easy, and I think it triggers activity in the store. So any sale is a good sale. This you just saw over the weekend. Actually, I think we aired this on Monday, the garage sale from this past weekend. This was the first thing that we had listed. Mountain Mama found these. It was a Logitech headphones and a microphone. Picked this up. She got 3 things for 10 bucks. It was tagged 10 bucks. She didn't have to pay that much for it. I bet we're about $3.50, $4 into these. And it sold for about $25 plus international shipping to Australia. So really cool sale, really nice international sale. These, I'd never seen this particular doll before, but the sell-through rate on them is actually pretty good. Lady threw this in for free with a bunch of my other stuff. I said, I don't know how much you want for this, for that, and I said, then I've got this doll. She said, just take that. So I just took it. And I sold it. It only lasted a couple of weeks, and as you can see, pretty good money for a free item. This one of our better sales. This came from the same sale as the Dymo. So it sold in just a couple of weeks. This is an old Sony Handycam. Now, it isn't even 100%. Everything works on it like it should. It came with the bag. It came with the paperwork, the manual, some actual, because it records on the little CDs. It came with that. All of that stuff came with it, but the battery didn't hold a charge. So I, of course, noted that in the listing and said, hey, you know what? Everything works, but you're going to need a new battery because it works while it's plugged in, but the battery just does not hold a charge. Still sold for 100 ballpark, because this is in euros, is another international sale. It sold for 150 bucks ballpark plus international shipping, because all in they were about $200 all in, plus then they're going to have to pay import fees when they go to pick it up from their post office. So they're definitely paying quite a bit. This went out to Germany. How about some retail arbitrage mixed in here? I had to get some drops. We talked Monday on the live show. I had to get some drops. I had some inflammation in my eyes. Still working on getting that thing cleared up. But it took like 20 minutes for me to wait. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to the clearance aisle. And I found these Marvel bed sheets. They were on clearance. There was 5 of them. I ended up grabbing 4. The 5th one, unfortunately, some of the packaging was torn. So I left that behind. I didn't want to have that. But I picked up 4 of them at $7, and we charged $20.99 plus $4.99 shipping, just a flat fee. Essentially, I was charging them $25.98. But I thought, you know what, let's try it with a low price and a low shipping cost and see if that works. Just playing, a little bit of the mental game there. And it seemed to. I picked these all up on Thursday, and I sold all 4 of them in a couple of days. Not bad. So if you see these, again, with retail arbitrage stuff, the market changes very, very quickly. So pay attention, look at the comps. But we didn't make a ton on these because shipping obviously was more. They weigh about 2.5 pounds once they're boxed up. But, we made about $5 a piece, and they sold in a matter of days. So we made a quick $20. Couple more things to just tack on here. This Pokemon book, again, small sale, but I paid $1. It sold for 10 and change. Free shipping, but it's media mail. So we ended up making $5-6 off of that. You can see the theme here, right? Even the small dollar things, you sell enough of them, they pile up. And you ultimately have a pretty good week. The other thing that fits that bill, I picked up a stack of old music books. This is an AC/DC. It's the guitar tablature book. And this sold for 14.5 bucks. Again, free shipping, but didn't have to pay all that much. So we made pretty good money on that. I only was into it about 50 cents, maybe 75 cents by the time you figure out the bundle. And then these things, I don't know if they're going to be sold by the time that I finish putting this video together, but they are going to sell. I put these at auction. We talked about these in a couple of videos past of these are shoes that you need to look for on Cloud. They will sell every time. If they're in good condition, they're not all beat up. Maybe even then, I don't know, but I'm assuming they've got to be in good condition. These, I decided, you know what, let's play with it. Let's see what happens. I put them at auction. And I ended up getting bids the first day on them. Right now, when I'm recording this, they're up to $61. They've got, I think, 4 different bidders right now. I was hoping to get $70 to $80 out of them. So we'll see. We'll see what they end up at. I don't know right now, but you do. So that's what we sold this week. All stuff that sold in under a month, and those are the sort of things that you want to pick up. So hopefully this video helps you out, a little bit about what to look for. You got some new ideas. You learned a couple of things. If you did, let me know down below. That's always cool to find out that people learned something from your show. Hit that bell. That'll let you know when we put up new content. Subscribe if you're not. We're now up past 1,000 subscribers, which is amazing. And I'm really excited. Thank you to all who have subscribed and helped me get to this point. So before I can't talk at all, we're going to cut this off. Guys, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you around here next time.